So that's got things underway. Baresi playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
And this is Rivaldo. Pull it. Fired deep towards the back post. And he gets rid in a hurry. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's having a go! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, what has happened here? Tries to play it through. And this is Royce. Neymar picked out. Can he finish? Oh, the ball. And it's come back out to him. They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised, because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
But that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Neymar. Japan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Neymar. Roberto Baggio. He's a sharp little ball here. He's having a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
That's been cut out, well played. That's really well cleared. Pele is onto it in a flash. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Eder Militao gets it away. Veron. Nicely weighted ball.
Oh, really well played.
And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, that's delightful. Aimed beyond the defence. Pele. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. No way through there. Oh, this is a... Can he finish? It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Japan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neymar. And it's Baggio. Rudiger. Rudiger with the clearance.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Eder Militao. And Baggio. And it's Neymar. Steaming on goalwards. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Rivaldo. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. This might... Chance, surely! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Poland with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's Maldini. Japan are looking to go forward now. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Japan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Pinches it off him. Bergomi. There will be a throw-in. Royce. Eder Militao. And he's managed to get rid. Bergomi. He won't be happy with that one. Neymar. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Pele.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Rudiger is there to clear. And it's Serginho. That's a good ball out wide. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, such a clever touch. And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Some first half thoughts?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Japan have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. Japan carrying a 1-goal lead. No, again there's no way through. Royce. That's a lovely, neat pass. Cannavaro cuts it out. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Rivaldo. He can get that clear. It's a good spell of possession, this. And the finish! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, what a mistake! Collier. Now this could be a chance. He's found the... There's the shot! And it's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Japan are doing very... He's going for goal! And it's Neymar. Collar. Baggio has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being...
Roberto Baggio! Oh, this looks sharp. Pirlo. Pirlo! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Baggio with the short one. No way through. And the shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Eder Militao stood up well to him there. Cannavaro. Tries to pass it through. And it's lofted through here. And he's been shifted off it. It's a pretty loose pass. Veron. Pele. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking for options for movement. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Well, that is one way to stop him. Looking for the run. And the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Nedved has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Now, he's got space here. Lobbed in behind. Oh, Red, nice interception. Just about up to 75 minutes. Can he get it through? Great ball if he can get... Decent chance! Really well taken goal. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And he's intervened well there.
Japan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
It's a searching pass. Baresi. Baresi, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Maldini. That's Nedved. Pirlo making good progress on the right-hand side. And the through ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Romario. And here's Royce. Collar. He's had a shot! It's in! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find.
And Romario! That is delicious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. With so little time left, grandstand finish. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Poland give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. Royce could try cutting inside here. And that's that. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
Not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
Eze, great vision. Chiesa in acres of space out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Doku. Pedri. And it's Roberto Carlos. Baresi. Oh, can he get onto this? Hernandez. Now it's Royce. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Now it's Chiesa. Now it's Eze. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Goes for the shot! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Now this could be a chance. And he shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Guti actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And here's Roberto Carlos. Baresi clears it away. Kola. And this is Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? That's the keeper's ball. Japan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Eze picks it up out wide. Rudiger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Japan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Kola can be a real threat inside the box. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, shooting chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Serginho cuts out the pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the pass is intercepted.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Kane. Half an hour played now. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Kane. He's looking wide. Chiesa. Chiesa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Passes short and sharp. He's beaten, it's Kane! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Roberto Carlos goes short. Japan are looking to go forward now. Rudiger. And Neymar. Pirlo. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Now Eder Militao. And they've got rid. Eze. Baresi does well to get it back. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Doku hurtling down that right flank. He's found a way through. Can he finish? Oh, denied brilliantly.
Kane is offering a wry smile there.
Borussia Dortmund have their third corner. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Roberto Carlos climbs up big! Oh, off the bar! Hernandez gets rid without sophistication. Eder Militao.
There will be 1 minute
Royce.
added time.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Baggio. Royce. He is the type of player who... And the half-time whistle goes. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. No goals at this stage,
And a
but
quick
certainly not
announcement
devoid
for
of
the benefit
action.
of anybody who
It
has
is
found
0-0
themselves
here
a little
at
lost
half-time.
today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, good take in a good area. He's had a shot! Borussia Dortmund get their fourth corner. And it's been taken short. And it's Roberto Carlos. Swung over. He's in plenty of space here. Tries a shot! There it is!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Borussia Dortmund are in front now, the game's only goal. And the shot! Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Complete awareness, he understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Roberto Baggio really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
With Rudiger. Chiesa. Dunk. And it's Fletcher. Guti. Threads one in. Good ball, good take. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Serginho. Well, they could break here. He's a sharp little ball here. Played into space out wide. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's managed to gift it back. Well, that looks a decent ball. Royce gets into a good position. Up he goes! Oh, crossbar! Roberto Carlos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Doku.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
And it's Pirlo. Vicious ball here. The ball goes in. He'll try to keep this alive.
Japan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Chiesa. Royce producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Doku. Serginho tries to pass it through. Out of play for a throw. He's picked his way through. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Doku did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Doku. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Guti. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Substitution for Japan. Number 21.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 18, Neymar.
And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Number 9, Royce. Number 5, Rudiger. Coming on the field.
Really well cleared.
Number 14, Olise. Number 4,
Van der Vaart.
Conte. Number 20,
Eder Militao.
Number
Now
6,
Foden.
Hazard.
Neymar. Fletcher. Cross to the back post. Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. Japan desperately searching for the winner here. Baresi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is Conte. Olise. And it's Pirlo. And here's Azar. And this is Gnabry. Crossed into the middle.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Well, Giuseppe Bergomi really is a cult. Can he finish? There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Japan really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we had... Oh no, what has happened here? Gerrard. Rooney. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rudiger cuts it out. Moved on forwards. Hernandez. Well, that looks a decent ball. Serginho looking to run onto it. And it's Rooney. Gerrard. Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio. No luck with that dink over the top. Roberto Baggio is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And a chance! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up so...
Chance for a shot! Goal! Japan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Japan get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
The Netherlands clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Tries to play it through. All the way back. Serginho is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Dembele. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pass is just off target. And he's managed to get rid. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Gerrard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. It's Dembele! They've done it! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And this is... There's the shot! Goal! Japan! And they're back in front. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, easy pickings there. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Royce. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And this is Dembele. Khan is there to clear. The Netherlands have it back and can go again. Neymar. Baresi. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Great vision. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Bergomi. And he cuts out the supply.
2 added minutes has been
Definitely
indicated.
away. Ambitious ball here. Royce. And it's Rudiger. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them.
Wedding anniversary today.
Here we go again. Hernandez gets across to intercept that. Eder Militao clears. That has been cut short. That has not gone well. Nicely shaped ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Serginho. Collier. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Rooney. Hernandez, who's set up one goal so far. Rooney. Now it's Gattuso. And this is Dembele. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Royce. That is a great pick out. It's not an especially good pass, that. Now, can they get him away? He's come in hard. Koller showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He has a look up. Rooney conjures time and space where few can. And here's Royce. Nicely weighted ball. Gattuso. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Koller looking to add to his goal. And here's Royce. That's been cut out, well played. Bullet. That's been slipped through. And this is Rooney. Tries the terrific header. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Roberto Baggio. Can he get on the end of this? And they've got rid.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Not the most accurate pass. Neymar. Probing pass. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well read, nice interception. Bullet. And that is as far as they're going to go. This looks promising. No, he wasn't going to let him past.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Hernandez. Japan finding their passes. And it's Baggio. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he's picked it up out wide. Eder Militao calmly anticipates. Hullet. Dembele has it in a wide position. Big header! Should have equalised.
Ah, that was so poor, a very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
substitution for Japan. Number 27.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 9, Royce. Number 21, Baggio.
Looking for a runner.
Number 18, Neymar. Number 8, Pirlo.
Short changes him with that pass.
Number 6,
Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Number 14.
And the shot! Dembele! Brilliant! A finish of true class. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Dembele really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when
He's having a shot! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
The Netherlands complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Tchouaméni cuts out the pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped.
And there goes the final whistle. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Now here is a true legend of the game. In fact, some still say, Jim, that he's the greatest number one there's ever been.
The mighty Gianluigi Buffon. Yeah, he might get my vote too, Peter. When you consider his consistency at the highest level. OK, he may not be as skillful with the ball at his feet as some of the younger contenders, but he's certain...
Chance! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Bale demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Collier, looking tidy in possession here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ronaldinho. For Lorenzo Insigne. Bale. Baresi. Japan are behind here despite their domination of possession. Baggio looking to get on the end of this. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Serginho. Neymar. Van Dijk gets a foot in and wins the ball. Now it's Bale. And this is Sané. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Yaya Toure produces the perfect tackle there. Pass somewhat off target.
Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Sané going face-to-face with his great rival. It's very disappointing, it has to be said. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Bale. Pirlo. And it's Serginho. Neymar. And it's Baggio. Kola. Royce is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Now this could be a chance.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Sane will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That is good alertness. Roberto Baggio. To Royce. And it's Baggio. Roberto Baggio. Tries to pass it through. Oh, cracking ball. And the finish! Thuram attempts a clearance. Royce. This might spell... And a chance! And he hits the net. Japan are level. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Big header! Oh, it rattles the bar. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And it's Sané. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Osimhen. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He can get that clear. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He has found the way through. Neymar.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Neymar. Now Pirlo. And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How would you review the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Long ball looking to counter. Sends it crossfield. Sané. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That has been cut short. Hernandez is onto this. And they're quick to get it back. Sané. Serginho. Royce. And it's Pirlo. Nicely worked. Oh, that's a fine interception. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And there's green grass ahead of him.
Might want to be careful there.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, Red, nice interception. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yaya Toure. Gullit is onto it in a flash. Neymar. Roberto Baggio. Oh, delightful ball. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Bale. Hernandez does well to get it back. And that is a little undercooked. Out to the left it goes. Bale. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gullit driving forwards. There's the shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Ronaldinho. Neymar. Royce going about things with real menace. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Back into the middle. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Eder Militao has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
Taken back almost at once. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Hernandez. That's a shade optimistic. That's a good ball out wide. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Hernandez picks it up out wide. And he's straight offside.
Substitution for Galatasaray.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 24, Lorenzo Insigne. Number 22,
Yeah.
Ronaldinho.
Olise spots it and intercepts.
Coming on the field, number 6,
Collier.
Number 19,
Olise.
Keller. Number 14,
He's on it. Can he get away?
Number
Now,
3,
that looks a decent ball.
Vieira.
Can he get onto this?
Substitutions taking place.
Danger averted for now. Now, can they get him away?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And Sonny! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And it's Hernandez. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And this is Hazard.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Hazard. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's there to belt it away. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And this is Hullet. That's that, the end. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So bring it on. Height expectation already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Yaya Toure. Looking for options for movement. Pirlo gets it clear and reclaimed it in a trice. Vieira. Hernandez. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Baresi. And it's Neymar. Toure does well to get it back. Van Dijk. Cafu. Pullet. And this is Van Basten. Roberto Baggio. Royce. Now Eder Militao. And it's Neymar.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And Hernandez. Neymar. Eder Militao. Baresi. Ambitious ball here. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eder Militao gets over and intercepts. And it's Royce. Pullet proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That is a brilliant interception. Royce. And it's Pirlo. Baresi. And Serginho. Pirlo. Serginho. Oh, good spread. Hit into the middle. Tries to get it clear.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Climbs up big! It goes to show he is human after all.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Royce. And it's Pirlo. Neymar. And it's Pirlo. Oh, he's been caught napping! Pirlo. And it's Royce. Eder Militao. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Royce is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Costa Curta. Over to the left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Danger averted for now. That's the throw. Pirlo. Merhaba. Now Costa Curta. Eder Militao. Played back to the goalkeeper. Now Costa Curta. That has ended up in no man's land. That has been slung wide. Well timed, excellent interception. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 12. Lascia il campo per il numero 7.
The action is back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Pirlo. And it's Baggio. Royce, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Played with finesse. Real chance! He's scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Pirlo demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Japan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly...
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
Dembele. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Japan are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
They played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Cafu. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Roberto Baggio. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Hernandez. And it's Hernandez. And it's Yaya Toure. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that was very necessary. Totti tries to pass it through. Cafu plays it in. And it's hoisted clear. Here comes another. He rises!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Played out towards the right wing. He's shifting through the gears here. Swings it across. Neymar. And Baggio. Neymar. Totti can so cleverly bypass the press. Passing is crisp and sharp. Dembele is fouled.
Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further.
It's just a silly one to give away at this stage of the game.
Dembele is standing over this one. And now as good a time as any to pull level.
Totti, numero 21, numero 17. Lasciano il campo il numero
It's a
5,
loose ball.
Messi, il numero 19, il numero 11.
And it's Yaya
Cambio di
Toure.
giocatori.
Vieira knocks it out wide.
The less said about that pass, the better.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Azar. Can he get it through? Vieira. He's having a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nicked it back promptly.
Ci
Yaya
saranno 3
Toure.
minuti di recupero.
Picked up and a chance! And the ball's come loose here. That's going to go a long way. And it's Yaya Toure. Pirlo, given the lift of his goal. Azar. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Olise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start scoring more goals. He's already pretty proficient at that, but he's good enough to add many more goals to his game, and he could do some damage here too.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt.
Rooney. Hernandez spots it and intercepts. Royce. Pirlo. And it's Pirlo. Japan appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. And it's Xabi Alonso. Inter Milan finding their passes. Shot could be on. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in Alonso! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's following up!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Japan have the chance to go the other way.
And here's Olise. Can he finish?
Goal! Inter! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
And this is Adriano.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, this is a great position.
And he shoots!
A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Xabi Alonso really may get an earful from his teammates for not looking up to see what was around him, but I think he was perfectly entitled to try it for himself.
Park Ji-sung.
Japan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Eder Militao calmly anticipates. Coller.
Roberto Baggio. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Royce. Driving on and making good progress. Gets a good foot in there.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery.
The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nice-looking ball. That'll be a throw. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Out again for a throw-in. And here's Park Ji-sung. Played in. And that has been cleared. Royce looking to penetrate opposition lines. And he's worked it through. Just the keeper to beat! Shoots! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Japan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Rooney. Japan do keep hitting the wings early and often here. That's clearly their main supply route, Jim.
Yeah, and the whole team know it too, Peter. As soon as someone has it wide, the rest of them attack the box. The more targets you have in there, the better your chances.
Simple but effective.
Exactly.
Pirlo. Looking for options for movement. Played in deep. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, good-looking ball. Adriano. And he plays one through.
Such good technique.
And this is Xabi Alonso. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Maicon. Cross flung in, he gets big! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. So, third corner of the game. It's loose. In he goes again!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Adriano. Pirlo. Koller gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And here's Rooney. Hernandez makes the interception.
Indicated.
Japan have reclaimed it. Royce. And this is Rooney. Now it's Olise. And it's Royce. Serginho. He's a sharp little ball here. And the shot! Marvellous goal! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Japan come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Japan are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. Here we go again then. Olise. Rooney. Serginho. Hernandez. Now Eder Militao. Turns back here, probably the best option. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Costa Curta. Baresi. Neymar. Koller. And it's Royce. And it's Hernandez. And they're quick to press. Xabi Alonso takes control of it and he's on the move. Looking for a runner. That looks a good ball through. And he's found a way past. Baggio did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's found a way through. Played into the middle. And he was alert to it. And that was very necessary. Royce ploughing through the middle. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Hernandez with the delivery. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can.
Chance for a shot! It's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Baresi, the man synonymous with solidity. Neymar. Olise.
Rooney.
Decent chance! And he can clear it away. And this is Rooney. It's Rooney! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Rooney is offering a wry smile there.
So their fourth quarter of the game. Keeper's dealt with that. Japan are looking to go forward now. Adriano. Neymar. Now it's Royce. Over to the left. Serginho. And he lines up a cross. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Rooney. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And it's Hernandez. Royce. And this is Royce. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's intervened well there. Pirlo shapes to shoot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Roberto Baggio. Collar. And this is Roberto Baggio. He's chosen to go back. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Five minutes left on the clock. Nicely weighted ball. Great defending, strong and determined. Neymar. Played into space. Well, that pass isn't the best. Xavi Alonso. It's come to nothing. Serginho. Neymar. And it's Neymar. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
2 minutes to be added on. And he's on it. Adriano! That's that, the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Collar claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your reflections then, Jim?
Japan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then.
I think the wide players will be very important here, Peter. A lot is going to be asked of them.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of work to get through.
Yeah, because they're going to have to cover the flanks on their own. They need to push up and establish some menace, some control, press from the front and act like auxiliary wingers, if you will, while also doing a fair bit of defending. And what's more, they're often expected to be the main supply routes. And
oh, smashing header! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
The Netherlands are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. He's cut it out. Seedorf getting this one clear. Now, he's got space here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Yaya Toure. And it's Cannavaro. Rijkaard. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Yaya Toure. Platini. And this is Neymar. Oh, look at the space here. And it's Iniesta. Well read, nice interception. Royce.
Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Royce really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Romario. Great defending, strong and determined. Now then, the ball's come loose. Hullet is having a shot! It's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
The Netherlands are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Out to the right. Baresi has it in a wide position. Ball driven towards the far post. Well, he's done very well to take that back. And it's Neymar. Good ball, good take.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Hullet! And we have our very first corner. Terrific header! He's got to be quick to recover this. And he's quick to get it clear again. Seedorf. Oh, that's delightful. Platini. Hernandez gets rid without sophistication. And it's Iniesta. It's a promising position. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Hernandez. He has found the way through. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. And it's Hullet. Hullet! Relentless! Just relentless! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
After 40 minutes is...
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
The Netherlands are having a ball here. Now it's Romario. Big chance, shot at goal! He's got a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
It's become a case of men against boys. Tries a shot! He scored! And they're at it again in double quick time.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves. And
that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. And that has been clubbed away. Serginho. And it's Pirlo. Roberto Baggio. Now Eder Militao. Serginho. Del Piero. Del Piero. He's shifting through the gears here. Shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Del Piero. And Del Piero! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Ambitious ball here. That has ended up in no man's land. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Japan still without a single shot on target. Raul. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Neymar. And it's Baggio. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great vision. Played into space out wide. Del Piero. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking to play him in. Oh, what a great chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Roberto Baggio clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Japan with the corner, there first. Baresi is onto this. Oh, that's neat. Baggio stood his ground strongly. Japan given another corner. Japan have their second corner now. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's aimed into the middle. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, good-looking ball. Kola. Japan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Raul. Now there's a fine ball. Climbs up big, and it's come back out to him. Costa Curta. Baresi. Japan finding their passes. And it's Royce. And it's Royce. Royce, good, strong midfield running here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pull it over to the left. Now it's Vieri. Del Piero.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Pirlo. Baresi. Now Pirlo. Nicely worked. Chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. Knocks it into space.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now here's the delivery. And it's hoisted clear. There's the whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members. Substitutions taking place.
And we're off again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Eder Militao. He's gone direct here. Royce. And it's Serginho. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Raul.
And the counter is on.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Long ball by the goalkeeper.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And here's Royce. And it's Hernandez. Royce. Czech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Royce. Royce running with the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Raul is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's whipped it across. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Well, he's not going to get any further than that. Played out to the left flank. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Serginho in acres of space out wide.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Oh, good-looking ball. Toure puts his foot on the gas. Yaya Toure. There he goes, motoring forward. Oh, that's nice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Koller was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Hullet. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a sharp pass. And it's Hernandez. Now the ball. Header! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's there to get it away. Triol gets it clear. Stood up well to him there. 75 minutes played. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Japan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Spread out to the left. Royce. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's gone for a throw-in. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Serginho. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Good ball over the top. And that has been cleared. That has not gone well. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And here's Del Piero. Cleared without complication. And that's that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times, didn't it, the way he just seemed to sweep the opposition aside. Even traditional bogey teams were just powerless to resist him when he was on his game.
Yeah, and I remember one game against the boys.
Great chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! In for the pieces! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Japan really could have done without this. So the would-be breakthrough moment. That is some save from Khan!
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
And the pass is intercepted. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Looks to the other side.
Good switch, that.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Over to the left. Roberto Carlos.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Serginho.
Neymar, picked out brilliantly.
Eder Militao makes the interception.
Japan
Finding their passes.
Can he finish? Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
Kohler really did pass up on a good opportunity then, but some of the build-up play was absolutely majestic.
And this he's had a shot! And he's following up!
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Neymar.
Smoothly does it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Looking to play him in.
Serginho.
Neymar.
Royce. Threads one in. And it's Serginho.
Cruyff. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And this is Neymar.
This looks promising.
Collar! And that's really well manoeuvred.
Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass.
Spreads it out wide.
No, he's just misjudged that one.
Out to the right.
And it's Serginho.
Baresi picks it up out wide.
It's their second corner of the game.
Cleared away.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Messi.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Neymar.
Ibrahimovic does really well to win the ball there. And this is Ibrahimovic. Showing good feet. Cruyff.
Hullet constantly looking for the ball into the box.
Yaya Toure. There he goes, motoring forward. And he's... Oh, what a climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Baresi. And it's with the keeper. Now Pirlo. Now it's Messi. It's a pretty loose pass.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
He's picked his way through. Neymar. And there is the half-time whistle. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So there was the first half.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
That pass isn't the best. Hernandez spots it and intercepts. Roberto Baggio. And it's Royce. Pirlo. And this is Roberto Baggio. Oh, he's found support out wide. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Pelé. And there's green grass ahead of him. Pirlo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Hernandez. Baresi. Oh, outsmarting him this time. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Royce is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's a promising position. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That is lovely. And this is Hullet, and a chance! Baresi gets it clear.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Searching pass he's played there. And it's Yaya Toure. Messi. Oh, nice touch. Cruyff. And this is Cruyff.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Spread out to the left. Foot in. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, sweet feet. And this is Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. Shot at goal! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Messi, el dorsal 21, el dorsal 9, el dorsal 11. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 15, Drogba,
Baresi.
el dorsal 25, el dorsal 10.
Yaya Toure produces the perfect tackle there. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Japan present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Now, power or placement? A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
It was definitely a brave call by the referee to give that penalty, and I think the way this game has gone, it could easily turn out to be the decisive moment. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Yamal. And the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Roberto Carlos, and it's Neymar. Turns back here, probably the best option. He's a sharp little ball here. That is ended up in no man's land. He's looking wide.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Tries to get it clear.
Japan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
2 minutos de descuento.
Time added on will be... And Bebeto! No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
Look, you've got to have the perfect feel in your boots to pull those off.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Arsenal.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. Well, of course, Italy has always been the place to be when it comes to defensive maestros, and here is a prime example. So how highly do you rate this fella, Alessandro Nesta?
Well, he's without doubt one of the very best they've produced. He's been mature well beyond his years since those younger days, blending power, speed, technique, and really good intelligence and ability to read the game. It's no surprise to me that so many have aspired to be just like him.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Roberto Baggio. And this is Royce. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Hernandez is onto this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And this is Ibrahimovic. Might be danger here. Shot, surely! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Decent chance! And we have our very first corner. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
First quarter of an hour gone. Royce looking to penetrate opposition lines. And this is Royce. Caught offside that time. And it's Neymar. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Whistle goes again. It's another offside decision. Japan are behind here despite their domination of possession. He's in a great position here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's there to get it away. And they've got a throw. Pirlo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Couldn't squeeze it through. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos takes control of it and he's on the move. There will be a throw-in. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi is offering a right smile there.
Arsenal have their second corner now. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Pirlo.
Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Goes for a shot! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have
Terrific header! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
A case now of complete control. And Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
And now he has two. Arsenal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Baresi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. No, again there's no way through. Ibrahimovic. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Messi.
That's good play from him.
That's good play. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Royce. He's found the way through. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards.
Substitution for Japan, number 9, Royce.
Dealing with the
Coming
pressure.
on the field is number 6, Hazard.
And that's a poor penalty.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game. Well,
And it's half-time here. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them. And the second half gets underway. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. And he's intervened well there. And that is as far as they're going to go. And this is Ibrahimovic. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And this is Messi. This might... Ibrahimovic!
well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Pirlo really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
He's in space and looking for options. Oh, that was vital. Hernandez.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Busquets kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's got away, and here's Neymar. And he's had a hit! No, that's just wide.
Arsenal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Del Piero.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, he's bustling through here. And takes a shot. He's got a goal. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
He's gone for goal. Oh, impressive strike.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
It's played through for him. Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And this is Del Piero. Roberto Baggio. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Japan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Neymar. It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Del Piero. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Hazard. Messi. And claimed it back swiftly. He has a look up. Can he finish? He scored! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Hazard demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, just skips past his man. Ibrahimovic couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. So what can they make of this? Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is a crunching tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh no, this does not look good.
Substitutions taking place